Hi everyone, we're here with Kathy, and Kathy is going to share her story today. Now Kathy, I know that you originally came in for lower back pain. How were you feeling at that time?
It was back in, I guess, September, and I'd been dealing with lower back, I guess, muscle spasms, tightness, pain for over a year. And it was very hard to sit in certain chairs, certainly like this or in a restaurant. I would have to prop up something behind my back. It was hard to stand for a while. I couldn't really exercise anymore. Even 20 minutes on the treadmill at a very low speed would send my back into a spasm. So there was a lot that I couldn't do at that time. And even sometimes with a real bad spasm, it would there'd almost be like a nauseousness that I would feel too.
Okay, and just so people know out there, before you had the lower back pain, what were you doing? I know in your notes you ran like a Spartan race, and so you were very active.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been, active in exercise. I did a Spartan race. I don't know if that was related to it or, what. It was kind of slow and just kind of started slowly and then just never went away.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right, so then the back pain came to the point where it was interfering with your exercise and daily life.
Yep.
Okay. And what have you noticed since then with being adjusted with your lower back pain? What are you able to do now that you weren't able to do then?
A lot. I can definitely sit much more comfortably in any chair when I'm out. I can exercise again. There's still a couple things that will aggravate it, but it's significantly better. I can walk on the treadmill for 45 minutes holding weights on an incline, and there's no way I could have done that 6 months ago. So I'm able to do a lot more. I can sit more comfortably. There's a big difference.
Well, that's good to hear. And I also wanted to find out, were there anything, have you seen any positive results from being adjusted that you didn't think a chiropractor would be able to help their patients with?
Right, definitely. A friend of mine referred me to Dr. Frank, so I knew, that he treats, more than low back pain. And so I came in and said, I've had sinus issues for probably 4 or 5 years at least. Not technically allergies, I guess, because they don't show up on the allergy testing, but I would react to everything basically year-round. And Dr. Frank was very confident that the adjustments would help that as well. I was very skeptical, but I was happy to be proven wrong. He referenced in one of his videos last week, I was the person that he was talking about, that I was able to be outside walking around the track with my husband while my daughter had lacrosse practice. It was a very windy day, which would normally destroy me, my sinuses, and my eyes would be tearing. And I was out there for an hour and a half, and I would feel my sinuses start to flare up, and then that adaptation he talks about for the body kicked in, and I was fine. And I was, I get choked up still, because to just be able to be outside with my family and not feel miserable and say I've got to go to the car, or I wouldn't have gone at all a year ago. I would have stayed home.
Oh, this was like usually your bad time of year.
Because it was the 70-degree, weather. So, and today, I looked at the pollen count. It's super high, and I'm fine. And that's crazy to me, but it's wonderful. I never realized that, these sinus issues could be helped by a chiropractor. So.
Well, that's great news.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing your story.
Sure. Thank you.
Bye.